The woman was rinsing herself with tap water on the street, all because the night before, a gang leader had taken her virginity by force. This scene was witnessed by her brother-in-law, who had hidden under the bed. Desperate, she pleaded with him for help, but he stayed curled up in silence, not daring to make a sound. Afterward, seeing the bloodstain on the sheets, the gang leader solemnly promised her he would take responsibility. Once he left, the brother-in-law finally crawled out from under the bed. Since her husband's death, she had secretly grown fond of him, and he had vowed to marry her after finishing his college entrance exams. But now, he had watched silently as she was violated. To regain her trust, he hypocritically grabbed a pair of scissors, pretending he would confront the gang leader, knowing she would never let him take the risk. Sure enough, she hugged him tightly, swallowing her pain, and said that as long as he could go to college, her suffering meant nothing. The next day, exhausted, she set up a stall to sell tofu. But because of her striking looks and her status as a young widow, she often attracted unwanted male attention, which angered the local wives. Convinced she was seducing their husbands, they accused her of illegal vending and deliberately harassed her. Too weak to fight back, she could only watch as her hard-made tofu was thrown to the ground. What hurt more was that her brother-in-law didn't come to her aid. Instead, he watched through the window while eating breakfast. As the conflict escalated, the gang leader arrived with his men. He had come to propose to her. Seeing the woman he loved being humiliated, he ordered his subordinates to drive everyone out of the city. Terrified, the women who had been taunting her moments earlier knelt and begged for mercy. Seeing their panic, she felt mixed emotions. But the man covered her eyes. If she couldn't bear to see others suffer, he would play the villain. He pulled her into an embrace, but she slapped him across the face. Instead of getting angry, he offered the other cheek. As she raised her hand again, he drew her close against his chest, and her heart trembled unexpectedly. She thought of her feelings for her brother-in-law, and knew she shouldn't get involved with this man. But the gang leader glanced toward the window and said coldly, "A coward who won't even protect his woman isn't worth your loyalty." With that, he took out a gun and shot out the brother-in-law's window. Inside, the young man wet his pants in fear. Before leaving, the gang leader told her to deliver a message: return what was taken within 3 days, or his fate will be like that window. When she rushed inside, she found her brother-in-law trembling uncontrollably. She pressed him about what he had stolen. He admitted he'd taken 10,000 yuan from the gang leader, but couldn't repay it. Then he suggested a way to make quick money, sending her to meet a woman who gave her an address, telling her to come the next day. Unbeknownst to her, it was a trap set by the brother-in-law. If she helped him earn the dowry money, he could marry into a wealthy family. The next day, unaware, she went to the hair salon at the address. A bald man was waiting inside and began assaulting her the moment she entered. Luckily, the gang leader showed up in time and stopped the attack. Not knowing the truth, he assumed she had sold herself for money. Furious, he threw a stack of cash at her and ordered her to serve him. To his shock, she approached him for the money. With the woman he loved in his arms, he grew increasingly agitated and finally pushed her away. He draped his jacket over her shoulders and walked out. Outside, his men reported the whole story. Only then did he understand she had been tricked into going there to repay her brother-in-law's debt. Right then, he formed a plan. He would make her see the brother-in-law's true, ugly nature once and for all.